White Lotus Explained, Season 3, Episode 5, Full Moon Party. Timothy Ratliff maintains a false digital detox to hide his federal money laundering and bribery charges, while his family remains completely unaware assets will be frozen and prison is inevitable. Rick Hatchett traveled to Bangkok to execute resort co-owner Jim Hollinger, who murdered Rick's father decades ago, with girlfriend Chelsea following, despite discovering his violent intentions. Belinda Lindsay, the Hawaiian spa manager from Season 1, now on fellowship, recognized guest Gary as Greg, who dated Tanya McCoy, but he denies everything, and her research suggests he's fleeing investigation into a mysterious drowning. Celebrity Jacqueline Lemon's childhood reunion fractured when conservative values contradicted assumed political alignment.
Timothy's phone confiscation continues working. His entire family still believes the digital detox is wellness philosophy, not information prison hiding federal money laundering charges, where business associate Kenny Nguyen is cooperating with investigators.
Victoria still doesn't know?
She discovered her lorazepam prescription missing, but doesn't connect it to Timothy stealing sedatives for panic management.
Meanwhile, Rick revealed his father was murdered by resort co-owner Jim Hollinger decades ago. His mother told him on her deathbed, and the entire wellness story was cover for revenge mission.
Chelsea discovered Rick researching suspicious drowning deaths, realized Bangkok intentions might be violent, begged him not to go.
But she went anyway?
She followed him on the flight.
Right, and now they're in Bangkok where Rick meets his old contact, this guy named Rupert, who provides him with a weapon for confronting Jim.
What's their history?
It's vaguely referenced as criminal but not specified, just that Rick called him old buddy requesting help. The contact also mentions some role-play favor for tomorrow night.
Chelsea stays with Rick through all of this, despite discovering his violent intentions. But she's questioning whether she would cheat on him, and what men expect from women.
Devotion or self-destruction?
Maybe both. She called him deranged after the snake incident, but keeps following him into danger.
Piper finally tells her parents the truth at family dinner. She has no thesis, the monastery interview is real, and she's planning to stay in Thailand for at least a year.
How does Victoria react?
She accuses Piper of joining a cult, asks if she's been brainwashed, fears she failed as a parent.
Timothy can't actually intervene because his own life is collapsing. He's processing inevitable prison while pretending to support Buddhist values through the fake digital detox he created.
And Lachlan was supposed to support Piper when she made this announcement.
But Saxon convinced him to abandon her?
Exactly. Saxon mentored Lachlan into choosing full moon party instead of family dinner, completely betraying Piper when she needed him most.
What happens at the party?
Saxon takes drugs and pursues sexual encounters with Lachlan present, completely rejecting the spiritual values Piper tried to share.
Belinda researched Gary online after he denied being Greg from Season 1, and she found an article about mysterious drowning of someone's wife off the Italy coast, with investigators wanting to question a man.
Does the article name Gary specifically?
No, but the context suggests it's him. And Belinda's certain because she spent weeks around Greg and Tanya in Hawaii.
She reports her concerns to resort staff member Fabian, but he completely dismisses her, refuses to contact police, and warns her not to stir up trouble about guests with colorful pasts.
So resort management is protecting potentially dangerous guests.
And Belinda realizes she's on her own if Gary actually is dangerous.
Timothy reaches complete desperation. He's praying for guidance because Piper's monastery announcement adds another crisis he cannot control while his federal prosecution waits outside the resort's information prison.
What about the childhood friends?
Jacqueline's group parties with Russian strangers Alexei and Vlad to avoid confronting the friendship collapse exposed by political divides. Lori gets heavily intoxicated despite earlier restraint.
The wellness retreat philosophy is fracturing everywhere. Hedonism, violence, deception, and denial, replacing any actual transformation.
And 3 separate Bangkok agendas are converging?
Timothy's emergency legal consultation, Rick's armed confrontation with Jim Hollinger, and resort owner Sritala visiting her stroke-recovering husband, all heading to the same city with no idea their crises might intersect.
Timothy's family stays offline while prosecutors prepare charges. Rick carries a weapon toward Jim Hollinger. Greg remains a guest, while Belinda's evidence sits ignored.
life.